Okay, imagine money is like a game, but it's not just about being the smartest player. This book tells us that how you act is way more important than how smart you are when it comes to money. Here are some important things the book teaches, like simple rules for the money game. 1. It's not just about being smart. Think about a super smart guy who helped make Wi-Fi. He was really successful, but he spent money like crazy and ended up with nothing. Now think about Ronald Read. He was just a janitor and worked at a gas station his whole life, but he saved a little bit of money and invested it simply. He waited for many, many years, and when he died, he had over $8 million. He wasn't super smart about money, but he was patient and careful. This shows that ordinary people can become wealthy if they have simple, good money habits. 2. Luck and risk are everywhere. Sometimes good things happen because you're lucky, and sometimes bad things happen because of risk, even if you made a good choice. And it's like flipping a coin. You might make a good guess, but the coin still might land on the other side. So don't be too quick to judge people who are very rich or very poor, because luck and risk play a role that you can't always see. Know when you have enough. There were rich guys like Rajat Gupta and Bernie Madoff who had lots and lots of money, but they still wanted more. They took big risks and ended up losing everything and even going to jail. The book says, there is no reason to risk what you have and need for what you don't have and don't need. It can be really hard to feel like you have enough because you always see others with more. But the hardest money skill is telling your brain to stop wanting more and more stuff. Important things like your reputation, freedom, family, friends, and happiness are way more valuable than having endless money. Knowing when you have enough helps you protect these priceless things. Compounding is like magic, but slow magic. Compounding means your money grows, and then that growth also starts growing. It's like a small snowball rolling downhill. It gets bigger and bigger. The best way to use compounding is to start early and wait a very long time. Warren Buffett became super rich not just because he was a good investor, but because he started investing when he was a kid and did it for decades. The book says the most important investing book should be called Shut Up and Wait. Yes, it's about patience. You don't need the absolute best returns right away. You need pretty good returns that you can stick with for a long, long time. 5. Staying rich is different from getting rich. Many people are good at making money, but they can't keep it. Staying rich means being a bit careful and maybe a little worried, even when things are going well. It means survival is the most important money skill. Jesse Livermore was an amazing trader who made tons of money, but he got too confident and risked it all, losing everything. You have to avoid doing things that could completely wipe you out. 6. A few things account for most results. Tail events. In life and investing, a small number of things make the biggest difference. Like Walt Disney Studios had many movies, but one movie, Snow White, changed everything for them. Or in the stock market, a few companies that do really, really well make up for lots of companies that fail. This means you can be wrong a lot, but if you're right on a few big things, you'll do well. It also means the really important times for investing are rare moments, when everyone else around you is going crazy. Being able to stay calm and do normal things during those times is what makes you successful. 7. Money's best gift is freedom. The best thing you can get from money is the ability to wake up every morning and say, I can do whatever I want today. Double asterisk. Being able to decide what to do, when to do it, and who to do it with is super valuable. Old people who have lived long lives say that spending time with family and friends is much more important than chasing money or fancy things. Money helps you control your time so you can do these things. 8. True wealth is what you don't see. People buy expensive cars and things hoping others will admire them. Man in the car paradox. But often people are just impressed by the stuff, not the person who owns it. Kindness and humility earn more respect than fancy cars. Being rich means spending money, but being wealthy means having money you haven't spent. It's hard to learn how to be wealthy by watching others because true wealth is hidden. Ronald Read was wealthy, but no one knew it until he died because he didn't show it off. 9. Saving is key. How much you save is more important than how much money you make or how well your investments do. You can save more by spending less. You spend less if you don't want stuff as much, and you want less stuff if you don't care so much what others think. Saving isn't just for buying things later. It gives you flexibility and options. It lets you take time off if you're sick, wait for a better job, or take a job that makes you happier even if it pays less. 10. Be reasonable, not just logical. Money decisions aren't just math problems. People have feelings like fear and excitement. Don't try to be perfectly logical, just try to be pretty reasonable. A reasonable plan is one you can actually stick with for a long time. The best guide for money decisions is, does this help you sleep well at night? What feels right is different for different people. 11th plan for things to go wrong, room for error. The world is full of surprises and things you can't predict. You need to have extra room in your plans. It's like leaving extra space when packing a suitcase just in case. Saving more than you think you need gives you a buffer against unexpected problems. This is called a margin of safety. 12. You will change. The person you are now is different from the person you'll be when you're older. Your goals will change. Don't feel stuck with old plans you made when you were a different person. It's okay to change your mind and abandon old goals if they don't fit who you are becoming. 13. Everything has a price. Getting good results in the market isn't free. The price is the up and down swings, volatility, and not knowing exactly what will happen. Don't try to get the good results without paying this price. Trying to avoid the market's ups and downs often backfires. Think of market swings as the admission fee you pay to get potentially better returns. You have to be willing to pay it. 14. Be careful about what you believe. People often believe things they want to be true, especially when they don't have all the information and the situation feels important. Appealing fictions. Like when Ali Hajjaji's son was sick and he believed in a strange folk remedy because he had no money and was desperate. Or people during the Great Plague believing in fake cures. Bernie Madoff fooled many smart people because he told a story they wanted to believe. Also, everyone has a different view of how the world works because of their own experiences, even if they don't know much. We make up stories to fill in the parts we don't understand. 15. Be humble and forgiving. When things go well, remember luck might have played a part. Be humble. When things go wrong, be kind to yourself and others. Remember, risk is real. Things are usually never as good or as bad as they seem. 16. Think long term. If you want to do better with money, think about the very long term. Time helps small savings grow big and makes mistakes less important. So the big message is, money isn't just numbers, it's about people, their feelings, their stories, and how they behave over time. It's about patience, knowing what's enough, being careful, and valuing freedom more than things.